Hey everyone, Stavan here. Welcome back to my channel once again, and I am back with one more interesting video. So today's video is about a long-term ownership review about my purchase that I made in 2020-21. So it is about a TVS Ntorq performance scooter. So I have done approximately 5800 km on it. So I think this is the right time to make one ownership video about it. So without wasting time, let's get it started. So in this video, I would be covering positives, negatives about the scooter and scope for the improvement. So this is my TVS Ntorq non-disc version, means drum brake version. Purchased at just 87,000 rupees in 2020-21 here in Vadodara, Gujarat. So let us start with the odo kilometer first. So here you can see. So very first thing, this is the multi-information display of TVS Ntorq. It displays everything, sometimes more than what a rider required, and it is having two modes also, a street mode and a performance mode. So which can be changed by pressing this switch over here. Here you can see it is a mode switch, but you can change the modes whenever your motorcycle is stationary. On the go you can't change. If I talk about aesthetics, then it is a very good looking scooter. You can see the proportions are balanced from front as well as from rear. Aesthetic is very decent, and you will find emblem as well as sticker or badging of TVS, then Ntorq, then their proprietary technique RTFI, then the sticker of 125, right? Then the CVT transmission. Here you can see this is a CVT transmission. So stickers are spreaded over the entire body of scooter here and there, and it is looking good. There is an ample of space for two, and seat is having a decent support, but always you can get extra layer of seat cover for it. If you are a 6 feet or above, right, and your pillion is anything above 5 foot 6 or 7 inch tall, then avoid this scooter, because this scooter does not have a space for two well built guys. Petrol tank is given on rear of scooter, and which you can operate by using these key slot given here. Headlight as well as turn indicators are halogen units. Newer models are having all LED setup. Headlight output, then it is an average output, nothing to boast anything about it. So my next modification will be installing a LED projector setup in the headlight itself. Front and rear are sodded with a 100 by 80 by 12 inch TVS Remora tire, and this pattern is actually a sports touring pattern and offers a decent grip over all the surface of road. A front and rear 12 inch tire was one of the deciding factor before buying this scooter, because very less scooter in its segments offer a 12 inch front and rear tire. Build quality is decent, but plastic quality is just an average. By turning key clockwise or anti-clockwise, either you can operate boot system or luggage system, or you can open or close this petrol tank. Under seat storage is decent, nothing extraordinary. Here you can find a mobile charging unit, and here it is an OBD socket. And on the back side of seat you will find a toolkit and a medical kit. Now little background about this purchase. So sports scooter was never my requirement, but then I tested all the available option in market, mostly in commuter segment scooter, but I wasn't satisfied with them. So then I decided to test ride this TVS Ntorq scooter. So during that time only few options were available. I think Aerox wasn't launched back then, and in market we were having TVS Ntorq, then Suzuki Bergman and Aprilia. So I decided to test ride TVS Ntorq, and within the first test ride only I booked this scooter. So it was enough about aesthetic and post purchase or a pre-purchase history. Now let us start the actual ownership review. So if I talk about the good things, right, so then let us start with the riding ergonomics, right. So riding ergonomics is very relaxed and still little bit upright position, but it gives you a very good confidence whenever you are doing a triple digit or whenever you are doing a little bit of a cornering on it. And tires are very good, they are offering a decent grip. So I don't think I will be switching over to another brand or another type of tire. So if they are done, then I will be getting the TVS these OEM tires only. So TVS has done a fantastic job as far as handling is concerned. And if I talk about ride quality, so ride quality and handling are inversely proportional to each other. Better the ride quality, it means your handling will be poor. But here in this case, they have strike a good balance between handling as well as the ride quality. So it is not bothersome, something like Aerox. And at the same time, it is not softer like other commuter segment scooter. And this is one of the best handling scooter in its segment or one or two segment about. The combination of chassis and suspension tuning is absolutely brilliant. Nothing comes close to it. Then the next good thing is its engine. So it is powered by 125cc engine which churns out 19 to 10 bhp and Newton meter of torque at relatively lower RPM. So engine offers a decent grunt in the low end as well as a mid range, but it dies after crossing 85 kmph speed. So if you are comparing NVH of this engine with the Japanese competition, then it is fairly refined, but not in the league of its Japanese competitor. So low and mid range performance is extremely good, but this engine dies after crossing 85 kmph. Although they have given two modes, street mode and performance mode. So basically in street mode you will get more grunt. So within the city you will feel you are getting something more torquey output from your engine. And whenever you are switching to performance mode, then it will hold your gears for longer and you will get a smooth acceleration, but at the cost of slightly less torque. So any fellow from TVS is watching this video, then I would request him or her, please work on top end performance of this machine, because chassis and suspension tuning outshine your engine. So that is not good thing for a performance scooter. Exhaust note, then words won't be enough to justify the exhaust note. So it's better you hear it. So let me crank it up. So exhaust note is slightly on a bassier side. In fact, it sounds far better than competitor scooter, and even better than its one segment above motorcycles also. And after sales service is excellent. I am talking about a TVS Zoomerwala, Nizampura Chani area in Vadodara, state Gujarat. So I am very much satisfied with their service. So as far as maintenance charges are concerned or maintenance is concerned, so I am very much satisfied with this scooter. Mileage, then it is in the range of 33 or 35 to 50 kmpl, and mileage entirely depends upon your riding style. So if you are taking this scooter on highway rides, then you may be getting 30 or 35 kmpl, and if you are riding this scooter sedately, then you might be getting a 45 to 50 kmpl also. So as far as mileage is concerned, this scooter is decent. Scope of improvement or the issues that I faced during my ownership experience, then I would say build quality and poor QC part. These two are the major concerns with this scooter. So I will tell you why. From the day one, this multi-information display was vibrating as well as rattling whenever you are giving a hard acceleration. So they came up with a solution. They stick some double tape beneath it, and then after it stop vibrating. Then the another issue that I faced during my ownership experience, so this multi-information display having two small size holes beneath it, and from there it made a way for the ants to enter into this display. मतलब कि चींटियां घुस गई थी और पूरा घर बना लिया था इन लोगों ने यहाँ पे. Some spots are still left behind it. तो ASC ने क्या किया, मतलब TVS सर्विस ने, कि उन्होंने ये पूरा डिस्प्ले ओपन किया, then they clean it properly, and even they were ready to offer me a new display under the warranty. But then I thought कि कुछ इतना इश्यू हुआ नहीं है, राइट, मतलब ये एक या दो स्पॉट ही है, तो इट कैन बी अगेन क्लीन. So I kept it as it is. Then the another scope of improvement is this design of this air filling nozzle. मतलब स्पेस यहाँ पे इतना कम है कि आपका जो एयर फिलिंग डिवाइस का नोजल होता है ना, वो यहाँ पे बैठेगा ही नहीं. तो इट्स अ लिटिल बिट डिफिकल्ट. मतलब घर पे मेरे पास टायर प्रेशर सिस्टम है, बट आई एम नॉट एबल टू यूज इट. So TVS should change the design. Mostly the angled one will solve the issue. Then the next issue that I face, it is a constant rattling from kick as well as a clutch. So after crossing 2000 kilometer, clutch will demand service, and this kick will rattle on idle. Then the another scope of improvement, it is this headlight pass switch or a high beam switch. It is placed at a odd position here, so it should be somewhere on the finger side, right, not on the thumb side, because it is slightly difficult to operate it on the go. So this was all about poor build quality of a few part, not entire scooter. Then if I talk about the poor QC part, matlab quality control issues. So very first thing, the issue that I faced during my initial ownership experience, it was a faulty thermal sensor. So idle was not stable, there was a rough idling, and TVS ASC took a good months to identify this issue, and later on they replaced a faulty thermal sensor under a warranty. Then the next issue that I faced, it was a faulty injector. So injector started leaking, and again it was replaced at the TVS ASC under the warranty program. But moral of the story, if you are dispatching a scooter, right, so at least you do a proper PDI, because these both the issues, the faulty thermal sensor and a faulty injector, so they were from the day one. So I don't understand what kind of a PDI TVS might have done at their premises. Now we are moving towards the last segment of this ownership experience video, and that is the modification. So I have done a very less but a prominent mod, so which can give you a better performance from your scooter. So starting with the very first, I have installed this mobile holder. This mobile holder is having some spring mechanism and basically a rubber washer beneath it. Then the second modification that I made, it is in the engine. So I have replaced a normal spark plug with the iridium spark plug. So in TVS Ntorq, NGK CR8 EIX spark plug is the direct fit, and believe me, it will change the overall performance of this scooter by a great extent. You won't feel any kind of engine knocking, as well as the performance or acceleration will be very much linear, and you will absolutely gonna love this NGK spark plug. So close your eye and you can blindly go for this NGK CR8 EIX plug. Then the next change that I made, it is again in the engine itself. So I have added a 10% volume by volume amount of Polytron. Polytron is a engine oil additive, so which reduces your harshness, right, or a vibration, as well as the friction by 95%. So due to Polytron, this scooter is very much drivable now, and NVH is very close to its Japanese counterpart, and you can even get some 2 or 3 kmpl increase in mileage also. So this is a must recommend mode from my side. You can definitely go for Polytron as an engine oil additive as well as a transmission oil additive. So this was my 3-year long ownership review of TVS Ntorq. So as per me, TVS should work on 2 criteria. First, improve NVH of your scooter, and second thing, improve a top end performance of this scooter. If you are doing these 2 things, then this scooter is a winner. So if you like the video, then please share it with your friend, and consider to subscribe to my channel also. Hope to see you in the next video. Till then, take care and ride safe.